Welcome to Clay Center Now. I'm Bob Melius with Clay County Economic Development Group. Today my special guest with me is Marion Schweitzer. She is the director of the Clay County Public, the Carnegie Public Library, and we've asked her to come here to share about some of the exciting things that are going on in the library now, and as we were talking earlier, there's some other big needs. So Marion, if you would, with our audience here, share with us some of the things that the library has. My idea of library is you go there, you get your books, and you got to sit there quietly, and you can read, and then you leave.
Well, you could still do that. You can still get your books, and we're constantly rotating and updating our collections, be it in the children's department, in the reference area, or in just juvenile, young adult. We have a variety of books, but we also have movies. We also have educational DVDs. We have computers, so you can come in and check your email, do homework. We have free Wi-Fi inside and outside of the building, so you can actually come in with your laptop, your cell phone, your iPad, and do your work. And if you don't have access to internet where you are at home or outside of the city limits, come on in and visit us. Even when we're closed, you can sit outside and you can actually access our Wi-Fi.
No.
And we also have a community meeting room. You can either make an appointment to use it, or you can stop on by, and if no one else is using it, we have a projector in there that's USB and laptop compatible. We have a screen. Anybody can use the room. You can come in for study groups if you're high schoolers, middle schoolers. If you're a mommy's group who wants mommy and me time while we're open, you can come in and meet and exchange ideas. We even have McCall dress patterns. We have hundreds of patterns. So if you're a sewer, you can come on in and check out a pattern. You can actually, invite your sewing group down and utilize the library. We have 3 floors. The meeting room is on the lower level by the children's library. We have a quiet reading area with the computer access on the main level. And then upstairs, we have a reference area. We have a teen space. So we have seating and outlets throughout the building.
Wow, that's definitely a lot more than what I remember growing up and going to the libraries, or even what you might find in your school libraries. Is there a cost? Do they still use library cards?
Absolutely. You come in with a driver's license or a picture ID and something that verifies your mailing address. And we'll give you a library card, and that gives you access to the books, the DVDs, and all the services. In fact, you don't even have to have a library card to use the Wi-Fi or the computers. We also have a fax. We can fax. We have a professional printing machine, so you can make copies, color, black and white. And the staff and the circulation people are glad to help you with all your office needs, so to speak, as far as utilize how to print, how to send an email, how to receive emails, how to receive faxes. Glad to help.
Oh, okay, great. So I'm thinking of a particular person right now who has been putting out some paperwork, resumes and things, and doesn't have access to those pieces of equipment. And are there costs for using the fax and for the copiers?
It's $1 a page for the fax and 15 cents a page to make copies.
Okay, all right. But you said membership is free. Get your card is free. Are there any fees attached to using the rooms?
No. There are no fees attached to using the rooms. Just let us know, call us, stop in, and let us know what your needs are. And we have folding tables, we have chairs, so we can try to help accommodate seating for various sizes of groups. Okay,
great. Are there any particular, do you have any classes, or as far as for the novice who maybe either really has never used a library? Because I mean, you can walk in and just assume, oh, there's books here, I just want to look at a book, check out a book. But if you have, do you have classes that just sort of take the new person and do the big tour? This is everything we
can. I mean, if someone comes in, if they have questions, either if I'm not there, we have staff on all the lower level and the main level who will be glad to answer any of your questions. How circulation policy works, how many books, how many movies you can check out, the return policy. The only time there is a charge is maybe if you're overdue, if you forget to return books and items, because that sort of holds the patron accountable to, please bring back our books so we can share them with other people.
Oops.
And I keep dropping this.
Typically, how long can a person, for some reason the number 3 pops in my head, how long can a person check out a book for or a DVD?
It's usually 2 weeks, but you can renew up to 2 more times. So at the outset, it's 6 weeks.
Okay.
So, and you can actually do that in person, online, or over the phone. You can call us and say, I am Jane Smith, and can I keep my book for a little bit longer? I didn't get a chance to read it. And we'll gladly do it.
Okay. Great.
And we also can order books from all over the state of Kansas. We can do interlibrary loans if we don't have the book or the movie or the text that you need. And also we provide an online e-resource, which is with the library card, you can actually download books to your Kindle and your iPad or your Nook or whatever electronic platform.
Wow, so if you've got the technology, you guys can accommodate whatever it may be, Kindle, phone, and equipment to facilitate all these other things. Much bigger, much more active than when I was a kid and using the library.
Your library is much bigger than the 4 walls that hold the books.
That's great. That's incredible. Well, there's more stuff that's going on at the library, and we're going to come back here in a few moments, and I'm going to continue to ask Marion about those programs. So stay tuned, and we'll see you soon.
You're invited to come visit, shop, and spend some time in beautiful Clay Center, Kansas. A Full House, located at 510 Dexter in Clay Center, is your upscale rent-to-own store with the lowest prices guaranteed. They only carry high-quality name-brand products that are made to last. At A Full House, they put the customer first by offering free delivery and setup of all merchandise, free relocation while renting their products, free loaner services, and the best price guaranteed. Stop into A Full House today for all your home furnishing needs. Shop beautiful Clay Center today and find what you've been looking for.
At Eagle Communications, we're proud to provide the communications services you need to get the most from today's technology. Our employee owners make it happen. We're part of your community, and we take pride in delivering excellent customer service. If you ever have a question, give us a call. We're here to help. Eagle Communications, our community connected.
And we're back with Clay Center now. Again, I'm Bob Melius with Economic Development, and with me is our librarian, if you want to call it, Marion Schweitzer, and we were talking about some of the great amenities that we have at our library here in Clay Center, stuff that I didn't realize we could do. But there's programs, not just simply an open building where you wander and get stuff, but you have programs, kids programs. Can you tell us a little more about that?
Well, downstairs in the children's area, Miss Pixie works very hard to develop, in conjunction with not only Manhattan Public Library, but the state of Kansas, programs throughout the year for preschoolers, for homeschoolers, for elementary schoolers. And we also have a teen program, or we try to have a teen program at least once a summer and once during the winter. And we have a preschool age program that starts at 10:30 on Thursday mornings and runs through April. So basically every Thursday morning the preschoolers come in and Miss Pixie has a theme. We had a Kansas animals theme in conjunction with Kansas History Day, and she'll have Valentine's Day, spring programs, and she'll pick out a book that's appropriate, and there's usually an arts and craft project to go along with it. And that is very popular, and as long as they're preschool age and they're accompanied by a parent, we would love to have them. And there's usually, once in a while, there are snacks.
Oh.
We do provide snacks.
Gotta love snacks.
And then the elementary school brings classes during the month of May to hear all about the summer reading program. And that's usually our big event throughout the year. Miss Pixie works very hard with the state of Kansas and different schools around the state to have an educational program that goes throughout the entire summer. And this year's program will kick off on June 5th, and the theme is Build a Better World. And so there will be books around environmental issues, how to be a better world citizen, and how to just share and grow. There'll be crafts, there'll be reading prizes, because the children are asked to read throughout the summer different books. And there are different prizes at different stages of the program. And then you will have guest speakers, guest performers.
Oh, okay.
And the program runs about 6 weeks, and it will conclude on July 13th with a magic show. We have a magician coming, and he will end the program, and that's when you get your prizes. And it usually ends with a pizza party.
Great. That's a lot of activity in a little building. What kind of prizes are we talking about here?
Oh,
kids always want to know what the prize is.
Oh, there's usually books, there's bags, there's water bottles, there's sometimes we have food gift cards, depending on how many books you're able to read in that 6 weeks.
Okay.
And it's also self-paced. So usually what happens is the parents keep track of how many books the children are reading during the summer and what the books are. So you don't have to come in and keep checking in with us. It's just self-paced. Come in and get your books, talk. And throughout the summer, you have somewhere to go to bring your children during summer vacation.
Is there any cost associated with these kids programs?
No, it's free to your community.
Okay, so we've got free memberships. You can sign up, get your books, free access to the facilities and the equipment in there. The only thing I've heard we talk about paying anything, late fees and fines, and then also just to make copies and fax material. Those have a cost, but everything else is free.
Free.
So free fun, free equipment we have going on here. And maybe you've already said this. Are there reading story times available?
She has the preschool story time, and then there is on Tuesday afternoons, I believe. And you could check with Miss Pixie, check our website, because she does update the website with events. Mm-hmm. I think it's Tuesday afternoons at 3:30, 4 o'clock, there is story time. Because I know she tries to do one for preschoolers on Thursday mornings when all the bigger kids are in school, but then there is an after-school story time.
Okay. And do we have volunteers? Do you take volunteers for the kids programs?
We do, especially during the summer reading program, because that's usually when our little readers swell, their numbers grow, and we need a little bit of help in feeding them and doing the arts and crafts and actually just, reading to them and breaking them up into smaller groups where they get individualized attention. So we like to have volunteers for the summer program, and currently we're looking for, we do have toddler time on. When Miss Pixie's doing the preschool, we try to have toddler time, but we currently are needing a reader for toddlers.
Oh, okay.
It's 1 hour on a Thursday morning if anybody is interested, because our issue is that once the littler children and the toddlers grow up into middle school, our volunteers start to become the people who run your middle school food concession stands and do that. So if anybody out there is needing maybe an hour to get out of the house with their toddler, come read to other toddlers.
And volunteers, would you take teenagers as well?
We do. Actually, we have a school page. She is a paid staff member, but she does have friends who on occasion will help her volunteer and put up posters, put up flyers, change the theme of the library every couple of months. Like right now, she is doing Blind Date with Books, where we have a book sale room, but when we have overflow, she wraps them up in pretty red and pink paper. And she gives you a hint. Is it a mystery? Is it historical fiction? Is it nonfiction, fiction? And that's all you know. But the book is yours to keep. You come in, you grab it, and hopefully you like it, and you come back.
Oh, that sounds pretty good. We've taught most of the kids programs are kids programs. What about for teens?
We try to have a teen program every season, and we're hoping to have board night this spring, where the teens from the community can come in and spend one night playing different board games. And then we have a reading program for them also during the summer, and we're working on that right now. Okay,
so still a lot of work to be done. We're going to be coming right back here in a few moments here and talk a little bit more about Friends of the Library. There's more to the library than the books and the programs. There's more volunteer work that is needed, so stay tuned.
Around here, we believe in local values like hard work, family time, or a fair price on reliable internet from a local company. That's why Eagle Communications delivers great local values, like a range of internet options to fit your family's needs. Fast and consistent enough to power everyone's devices at once. All at reasonable prices we're proud to offer our friends and neighbors. Ready for better internet? Give us a call or visit eaglecom.net and discover our local values today.
At Eagle Communications, we deliver what matters to your business. Our services are fast, reliable, secure, and competitively priced, giving you more value for your hard-earned business dollar. With Eagle Communications, you're not just another number, you're part of our business family. And we deliver peace of mind with local technicians who provide dedicated system monitoring and support. Connect to something better. Call Eagle Communications and let's talk about what matters to your business.
And we're back again. I'm Bob Mealis with Economic Development Group, and I have Marion Schweitzer with me, our director of the Carnegie Public Library here in Clay Center. And we've talked about the facilities and the amenities there. We've talked about the incredible kids programs that are going on. And there's one other thing, though. You were telling me you guys are really needing volunteers. Tell us more about the Friends of the Library.
Well, they're a volunteer organization that basically supports us in fundraising and also in coordinating programs within the community for children, for adults. And they look at our needs, and then they try to raise the funds to help us achieve those goals. They raised funds previously for a teen space. They help purchase the furniture. They help purchase the carpeting. They help with the books during Adopt a Book Month. They do, if you've been to the cookie and bake sale that we have in December, then you know they work very hard for several weeks to get ready for that first week in December to sell cookies as our biggest fundraiser. And our second biggest fundraiser is coming up in April, is our book sale. And they will man the book sale room, they will set up the book displays, and they will coordinate all these efforts. They do all the office work for those events, and they do that throughout the year. So they are always looking for volunteers and board members on the Friends of the Library board. People who are willing to make copies, create PowerPoint or posters for the events and the programs. They volunteer at our summer reading program, and they help raise funds for the t-shirts and the prizes and the books that get donated to these programs. So we are always looking for volunteers who, and it's not a lot, it's one night a month for a meeting, and then an hour here or there to actually get the work done that leads to the programs.
You were mentioning earlier when we were talking that you've had several people, a couple of volunteers had to move out. They moved out of the area. How many? Because I'm sure you take as many volunteers as you can, but you got some serious holes right now.
We need a couple of key leadership positions, our president, possibly a treasurer, people who are willing to balance the books, because that is part of it, is that we're accountable to the community and being fiscally responsible. And that includes our Friends of the Library board members. So we have to know where the funds are, how they're allocated, and it's a small job, it is, but it benefits everybody. It benefits children, it benefits the seniors that we service, it benefits everyone who uses the library.
What would happen, because we can talk about, if you help out, there's always these pluses, but we don't always talk about what could possibly happen if you don't get volunteers. What if you don't fill these spots? What could that mean for the library? Your worst case?
It's a lack of resources. I mean, we can't deliver books we deliver books to Presbyterian Manor, and we share books with other libraries, and the programs can go away. And then there's also the equipment. The Friends of the Library helped raise funds to donate projectors that our guest speakers utilize to hold reading programs. So it's a matter of equipment, it's a matter of resources that we lose. The Friends of the Library are a very important resource to Clay Center.
Okay. So folks, if you're watching this and you're saying these are great things that are going on at the library and want to know how to help, library needs help. And if we don't get these volunteers to come in here, all these great things that we've been sharing here today, they can go away. And I would hate to see something like that.
And if they're curious, if anybody's watching is curious, the Friends of the Library is holding a book chat on March 16th, right here at Java Junkies, a couple of doors down at 6:30. And it's not a meeting, it's actually a book chat. We're going to be presenting various books. There'll be prizes, there'll be a couple of book giveaways, and you can meet the Friends of the Library. I'll be presenting on a book, and there'll be some library board members, some volunteers there, and you can see what's entailed in being a friend of the library.
Okay. So Marion, if someone wants to volunteer, what do they have to do? Who do they contact?
They can just call the library. They can walk in, and we have volunteer forms that they can fill out, because we do need to know who you are and what are your hours of availability and what you'd like to do. Or email me, director@cckslibrary.org, or just call the library.
Okay. And what number do they call at the library? Good number to call.
785-632-3889.
Okay. Well, you have it, folks. You know how to get a hold of them. You know what they've got. You know what the needs are. I want to thank you, Marion, for joining us here today, for sharing what's in there.
Thank you for having me.
Is there anything else before we cut out that maybe...
I'd love to hear ideas from the community. I mean, tell me what kind of books you want, what kind of programs. I mean, I'm looking to start adult book reading programs. Are there women's groups that want to utilize our facilities, other types of readers, knitters, quilters? We're there for you. I want to hear from you.
All right, great. Well, folks, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you again next time. Have a good day.